beep, beep. I'm a sheep. I said beep, beep. I'm a sheep. Hey guys, so this is a bit of a rocky water situation. I have never made a political video like this. I have talked about political things before, but a lot of it has stayed private because I was worried about it coming out. But I'm here to break the silence and come clear about my feelings about today's day and age president. It is no secret that we have a bit of a wild card on our hands to do with the office in the government. It's very odd being young because I know deep down that this isn't normal, but it's all I've been accustomed to. It seems normal in a way, but I know that it's really not normal. It's just so funny because so many of norms he's breaking, so many of the laws he's breaking haven't been broken since 80 years ago, 60 years ago, sometimes even longer. So how is that supposed to how am I supposed to fathom that? Oh yeah, 80 years ago. Dang, again, that's 4 of my lifetimes away. That makes no sense to me. So it does feel very normal what's going on, but I know it shouldn't be. I know it's very far from. I also know that I am in a place of privilege, obviously. That's also what stopped me from talking about it recently. Because I feel anything I say, people are going to be you're not even that oppressed. You're not one of the worst groups. So I do fully understand that. But I'm not just going to shut up. I don't feel I'm hurting anyone by talking about what I'm talking about. I really don't think the color of me or what group I'm in should change the value of my words. Obviously, my perspective is going to be skewed because of who I am. But what I'm saying is still, the truth. My goal with this video and this channel in general is to just create somewhere comfortable. I want you to see a video that I post and just know that it's something you can watch without feeling oh no, without feeling uneasy while watching or uncomfortable, obviously. So I don't want to say crazy stuff in this video. I want to just keep it pretty surface level. But even the surface has so much to go over. So where do we start? Number 1, what I already kind of touched on was the breaking of laws. I don't understand how this can just happen. My whole entire life, I just believed that it just couldn't. I thought that, checks and balances and stuff like that, existed. And that would just, always keep the best the best. But what's going on is the opposite. I'm always very happy to see something happen eventually, like when the president breaks a law, but then ends up getting in trouble for it. I think that's really cool. But why does it even happen to begin with, right? That's what I'm struggling to really get in my head. Because it's scary to think about, if it takes them a week to get him in trouble, what can he do in that week? He could probably change an ungodly amount of things in a week. That's irreversible. But then, yeah, he'll get in trouble, but it's he did what needed to be done. In his eyes, obviously. But I think that's wild that someone in power can just break the law and then stay in power. What the freaks, is there a strikeout? Is there, a limit to this? Or no? On top of just breaking laws, I think having horrible allegations against you is even a different side of the coin. This is a whole nother story. Having multiple accounts of horrible treatment that you have cursed upon others and still being such a highly influential and powerful figure is crazy. That's beyond me. I guess it just is all fine at the top. No one really cares. It all gets shrugged off. But I couldn't imagine even having one claim of assault against me, right? Me sexually assaulting someone. If I did that one time, I would be, oh my God, the guilt I would feel for the rest of my life would be astronomical. But the people at the top have very, very, very many, and they apparently aren't that guiltful. They're just bullin', bro. So that's another reason I really don't like him. He just seems like someone who I would be grossed out to be in the same room with. Another reason, number 3, bro don't even know what he's doing. This one's more controversial because it's less easy to prove, but I honestly think most of the decisions that are being made are not being made by the person we think they're being made from. I think that's just how it is, and I think that's very unfortunate that there's just a mascot for the country that we all just kind of look at for everything, but imagine how much easier it would be if we actually knew what was going on, so more than one person was able to have the answers. The government, in my eyes, ever since I was able to fathom what it was, ever since I was like 4 years old, I always have seen the government as this like behind the wall type of thing. Like no part of it is transparent. Like I always have no clue what's going on. It's always like I'm told what's going on, but I'm never able to even look in the room. Like it's like I'm just guessing. And I think that's really unfortunate because I think it would be really cool if like I could be like proud of my country or I could be so happy that I get to be here. But in reality, the only pride I have is that I can see through a lot of the structure. And that's not what I want to have. You know, the only thankfulness I have is that it's not that I wasn't born in a position where I can't do what I want to do. Like some other countries where they actually go through some really bad stuff. Like I'm thankful to not be there. But it's like, it's really unfortunate having to compare yourself to the negative just to feel good. Like, I wish I could be here and just be, like, proud, but I'm, like, not. Number 4 of why I don't like the president is because he uses his own people against each other, against whatever he wants for his own good. Basically, the people in control are the people with a lot of money and the people with power. But for some reason, there's fights between people at the bottom all the time. Like when he was first in his presidency, there was a ton of trans debates. There were people getting very mad at trans people and trans athletes. Gang, what did that have to do with anything? The economy was crashing, prices of everything was going up, yet for some reason at a federal level, they were discussing trans athletes as if anyone freaking cared. There were so many bigger pies on the table to start eating, but nope, they went for that random one. But it's because it's an oppressed group that they can pin all the blame on. In reality, the reason why everything is so freaking horrible is because we're being controlled by a little oligarchy of rich people who want more riches. So when you think the problem is a trans athlete, right? Because there's really only like 8 of them in the whole freaking country. Bro, when you start thinking the problems are the already oppressed groups, like darker skinned people or immigrants, you think the problem are them? Yeah, I would beg to differ. What control do they have over your life? These oppressed people have zero control over any of the good or bad happening every single day. And for some reason, they keep getting pinned as the bad guys, and so many people around me just believe it. So I already know it's even worse in other places. Even with the trans things, I had people in my own family spark up conversations around it. Like, it's just insane that they actually get fed the media and the stupid propaganda they want to promote. They want to pin these oppressed people as the problems, as if there's not billionaires that literally buy out government officials. Like, it's like there's so much behind the scenes stuff going on. People choose what we want to like and then push it on us, and then we like it, and then act like, oh, that's crazy, when it was all formulaic. It was all formulaic. They're following a plan, a guideline, a blueprint. Like when panda dunks were put on everyone's feet, do you think that was a coincidence? Or do you think it was a very good marketing stunt that had a lot of stuff go on behind the scenes that you were never shown? You start seeing everyone with the same shoes and then all of a sudden you want them too. It's the same exact thing. They take an oppressed group that people already are kind of iffy about and shove all of the problems right on them. And then everyone sees everyone else believe in it and everyone's getting shown it all the time. So everyone just believes it. Like, it's very simple how it works, but it's so destructive and powerful when it works. So I would love to find a fix. Look out for July 4th. I will be dropping my own fix. I have a video planned of how we could get over this, but you'll have to wait a second. This video is coming out on that horrible person's birthday, and I only wish you the worst. So my grandma would be proud of me, guys. I never did political until now, so that's a little edgy of me, innit? If I made you upset, I'm really sorry. Please comment down below why. We could talk it out, okay? No arguments here. Unless you really want to fuel my engagement, you can do that. But subscribe if you want to be more likely to show my videos in the future. And like this video so more people get to see it. And then listen to Blakey on all platforms. Blakey, Blakey, Blakey. Music, music, music. Everywhere. Out. Hey! I'm working on a website to house all my music, videos, and community. Phase 1 starts on Patreon. If you're interested in helping the vision come to life, or even just supporting the project, I'd love to see you over on Patreon. Link in the description. If you want to help support my fight against Spotify, this is the way to go.